The reason that I'm 19 years old and I'm able to grow at a rate that most 40-year-olds, 60-year-olds, I don't know, people go their whole life. I'm not talking about the people who don't try. I'm talking about the people who try their whole life. I'm gonna make more money. I'm gonna get better. And they never really grow. Now, I'm sure that is a fear for a lot of you guys. It definitely was a fear for me. Once I understood this, it allowed me to be in control fully of my path and fully of my destinations and of my life and of myself. I'm not talking about conscious effort. Conscious effort is great. Conscious effort and the conscious awareness is what allows you to be able to work on this. Conscious effort and conscious awareness is what allows you to make the great changes in the first place. I'm talking about being programmed to get what you want. There's this very good quote that I kind of got back into recently. You can try all you want to get this one thing. If you were programmed to not get it, then you won't. But if you are programmed to get it, then it's not even about not trying. It will be impossible not to try, and it will be impossible not to get it. The reason that I'm able to grow so much, the reason that I'm able to be at a level exponential 100, 1,000x what I was before, on the path that I was before, what other people are when they've had so much time, is because their identity, their programming is based on an identity which doesn't move. Not only are they focused on what they don't want, but their mind is based on an identity of either what they don't want in the worst case scenario or just what's currently happening, and they can't think outside of that box. So where do you think their subconscious programming leads them to? This video is assuming you guys understand how the subconscious mind works. For you guys that don't understand, 95% of the decisions you make, the thoughts that you have, come out of your subconscious mind. The other 5% is your conscious mind, which is heavily influenced once again by your subconscious mind. I already have a very in-depth video of this in my mentorship, and for my one-on-one clients, I go very in-depth into applying this into their life, because it's the most powerful thing you can master. So I'm going to speak on this from a different angle than the full package. I'm going to speak on this in terms of what the market needs and what most people need to understand, and the new optimizations in my understanding of this, which has made it even better. But you just understand your mind is like a computer. And each input that you switch in your identity and your associations with things, in the way you view the world, and what you believe, the more and more and more you do it, you look at it over months, you are changing the programming of the computer. Self-suggestion leads to auto-suggestion. I want to make this quick. Self-suggestion, affirmations, goals. Why do you think when people write down a goal, it stays in their mind so much? That's because the seed is planted in their mind. That's why all successful people do goals, because it stays in their mind. They think about it so much, and that goal leads to their mind auto-suggesting it. For example, what auto-suggestion is, this is about to be a crazy mindfuck for you guys. When people talk about manifesting, they plant the seed into the universe, and then all the right things happen, and then they end up getting it. This is what makes universal laws the universal truths and laws, because it happens within the mind as well. When you plant the seed in your mind, self-suggestion, your mind auto-suggests yourself that leads you to do every single thing until acquiring that. It makes a reality. You waking up correctly on this day, going to this right place, boom, 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 saying the right thing in this moment, which made you act differently and get it. Other forms of it are visualization, hypnosis, etc. You're directly accessing your subconscious mind and you're directly creating a slide. Slide as in reality transurfing. Visualization or NLP in terms of mental programming and psychology. These are the truths. And you guys need to be mastering this shit. You guys need to be doing it for yourself. One switch I've made recently, which has made a very big difference, and I want to share with you guys today, because if you are even at the level I was at a month ago, you maybe already know this but need to be reminded about it. Stop trying to force it to make it happen, because when you're doing that, you're almost undoing. When you force things, when you try to force a frequency, when you try to force a thought, when you try to force a feeling, you're almost doing the opposite, because you're making it like not real. You're making like the opposite reaction happen. If you do things in a way that are so unattached, detached, and you are acting like it's already happened, and what would the person that already made this happen would do right now, with a sense of pure relief and relaxation that allows you to be present, allows the subconscious mind to take over. It's the same thing energy-wise. It's the same thing with doing what you need to do now and allowing God's plan to take over. It's all the same thing. Take your life into your own fucking hands. Every single day, you need to be working on your subconscious mind. Every single day, these things need to be boom, boom. They need to be put into reality. Because if you don't change your programming, if you don't change your identity, when you change your identity, when you design your identity, when you put the designs of your life into the universe for it to create it for you, when you put the designs into your mind, for your mind to create it for you and auto-suggest it, okay, this identity of this guy who's charismatic and holds himself extremely well, knows how to speak, and is extremely confident, just as well. I don't know, that person sounds a little bit familiar to me, but when he's presented in a place where that's allowed to shine, he doesn't have to think about it consciously. It just lets loose. He is that person. Because that's what his identity has shifted to. Literally. It naturally, I act more like that. And then I get messages from someone at that event. Oh, wow, you hold yourself this way, boom, 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 wow. I'm trying to get like that. Bro, that's literally what I was visualizing myself to be. My identity. And now it's like that. I wonder how I can keep on optimizing. I never stop optimizing. The last point I'm going to make about this is, shit doesn't have to be so hard. Going to the gym doesn't have to be so hard. Acting a certain way doesn't have to be so hard. The only reason that it's hard is because it's conscious. You haven't passed that gray area where you're subconsciously, it's not natural yet to do this. It is easier for me to do what I'm supposed to fucking do, and it is harder for me to not. I don't feel congruent. That's because I'm programmed to get this. And I'm programmed to do this and be this way. And I feel out of identity. And I feel out of identity. I feel out of alignment, out of congruency if I'm not. And if I do something bad, I feel like shit. If I don't do the right thing, I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I gotta do something. That is the power of association. I can get into that in another video. How can you consciously flip your associations, subconsciously flip your associations, and make everything come easier so that you can never fucking miss. So let me know if you guys want that next video on associations. My clients fucking love it. That specific topic has made massive differences in their lives. This is something I kind of specialize in. A lot of people don't really talk about it. They just talk about it in different ways, but the way I teach is really fucking good. So I can get into that into the next video. As for this, no script in front of me, no this, no that. I just thought real quick about what do the people really need here right now? What does the market need right now? Yeah. See you guys.